and welcome back to the LifeScope channel. Be sure to like, share, definitely subscribe and support the channel. It's appreciated as always. So we have about a couple of weeks before we have to go out and vote for the next president as well as the midterms. And I have been watching the political scene like I'm sure all of you have, and it's interesting. I mean, it makes for popcorn eating because it's so interesting. All of the people that are coming out telling people what to do. Now, I'm a believer that if you are grown and you are an adult and you are taking care of your responsibilities, then unless you are advising, unless you are guiding someone, I feel like you shouldn't tell grown people what to do. So I am going to go ahead and play a clip because all of these celebrities have been coming out and trying to come down really on Black men in particular about voting a certain way. So I'm going to play this clip and then I'll be back.
You said something is wrong with brothers who don't know how to support a sister.
Yeah. Full stop.
And Mordecai was man enough to know that in order for me to be a man, I got to know how to support a woman. Something is wrong with brothers who don't know how to support a sister. It was a sister that raised you. It was a sister that taught you how to read. It was a sister that taught you how to bathe yourself.
In the context of the vice president, were you trying to send a message?
We've got to be able to vote. That misogyny is still real in our community. We've got to address it head on and not act like it doesn't exist. The reality is if Black men had voted, Stacey Abrams would be a governor. And so I think that we've got to do some real redress that after racism, the biggest ill in America is sexism. And I think it's part of the responsibility of this generation to deal with it head on.
Now that you guys have heard the clip where Pastor Jamal Bryant said that he feels brothers should support a sister, and in this case, he's talking about Kamala Harris, how do you guys feel about what he said? Now, before I get into my own opinion on what I think, I do want to give some more background information because I saw on social media a lot of Black men and women had an issue with what he said, and they weren't shy to talk about it. And one of the reasons being that they feel like Pastor Jamal Bryant has no say is because Pastor Jamal Bryant was at one time married to Giselle Bryant. And if you guys know who she is, or maybe you don't, she was on The Real Housewives of Potomac. I remember watching the first season of that, so I knew that Giselle Bryant was married to Pastor Bryant. That's how I actually was introduced to him. So they were married at one point in time back in 2002. And during their marriage, Giselle Bryant helped build Jamal's megachurch in Baltimore, Maryland. And she served as both First Lady and head of the Women and Children's Ministries. So she was very active in not only supporting her husband, but also being an actual helper, helpmate within the church and doing her duties as First Lady. So she also assisted in building schools and wells in underprivileged countries. Now, when they got divorced in 2009, it was said that she discovered that Jamal Bryant was being unfaithful. Jamal Bryant reportedly fathered a child during his marriage to Giselle Bryant. This affair and the resulting child played a significant role in the breakdown of their marriage. There were also rumors that Jamal Bryant allegedly ducked a paternity test during the time of his cheating scandal, but the details are a little murky. Some reports claim that he avoided taking a DNA test to confirm paternity of one of the children he was accused of fathering during his marriage. However, Jamal Bryant himself has denied some of these accusations and hasn't publicly addressed all the details surrounding the claims. The drama around his infidelity, the child being born out of wedlock, and the rumored avoidance of a DNA test kept the story in the spotlight for a long time, especially since it involved such a high-profile figure. Regardless if this is or isn't true about Pastor Jamal Bryant and his wife and the infidelity and ducking out on the DNA test, the fact that someone with this type of baggage, background, past, making a statement to black men saying, hey, well, you need to do this, basically, is making some people feel a certain type of way. Now, personally, I understand why people would feel some type of way, especially when you deemed a person to be a hypocrite. Now, I also know, and I'm going to just say through human nature, that people are not going to be perfect. They're going to make mistakes. And with making mistakes, you would hope that a person would grow and be given a second chance. That's what all of this is about: learning, growing, giving a second chance, third chance, fourth chance, however many chances you have in your pocket to give. So, although I do believe that you have the right to say whatever you want to say, ask questions, and have your own opinions, I also believe that people don't have to listen to a damn thing that you have to say and have the right to make their own decisions. So I don't like how a lot of celebrities have been coming out, and really it just seems like they're trying to target black men from the Democratic Party side and saying, hey, you need to vote for her. I mean, it's up to all of us if we choose to vote or not. And I'm not making no big speech. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for because I can't. Just like you can't tell me who to vote for. So on that note, I'm going to leave it right there. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and support the channel. And definitely let me know your comments on how you feel about what's going on with all of the political antics that has been happening during this election season. It's only a couple of weeks away, so we'll just leave it there. Until next time, bye.